So it's that time again that we're going to be using the old school Xbox. Yep, the classic, the real one. In this video, we're going to be doing a little bit of a chit chat regarding House of the Dead. Haha, this is going to be a blast to the past. Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's awesome that you're tuning in, because it's time for some light gun gaming, and this time I managed to find myself an Xbox Classic one with the House of the Dead number 3. And I was really intrigued by this, because the House of the Dead series is absolutely awesome. However, I never got myself the option to get one of these light guns. I can't even remember that I've even noticed them in the wild, because I grew up with freaking light guns, and this is just cool, you know. Time Crisis, all the cool stuff that I've played here on the channel, but also back in the day. Now we can have the option to play them on an Xbox Classic. However, I managed to get myself a light gun combined with the House of the Dead game, and this needs to be just absolutely maybe the best port when it comes to this game. The question remains, is this thing actually going to be perfect, or is it going to be absolutely a horrible port or inversion? But we do have like a very interesting light gun feature going on over here, and this is interesting because this is actually the next generation. We're having over here the Snap light gun. I don't know which version they're out there, because I was finally glad I managed to pick this particular one up. It also states that having the 100 Hz CRT support, so this thing can actually be used on all kinds of, let's say, CRTs. However, having the select start, we're having AB. At the back we're finding even slot for a memory card, but because the Xbox Classic had a memory card and a built-in hard drive. We're having over here a solution for navigating through the menu. We have some nice grip over here, the B and X button. And what's kind of cool, that we have all kinds of extra things like auto reload. At this side we're having over here burst mode, auto shotgun, and you know, all kinds of cool solution, and the Y button at the bottom. And we do have vibration. The vibration is not super aggressive, but it is noticeable. And I love it, man. Like, force feedback was not a thing, or solenoids, but a rumble motor will give us like a completely different experience. But let's plug it in and let's hook it up. And we're going to be needing a CRT, so I'm grabbing myself the Bang & Olufsen MX 4200. Made a separate video about it, and yep, the display in this is a Panasonic tube, and it looks absolutely amazing. Yeah. So at the back we're having over here my Crystal Xbox. I seriously, like, the first time I was booting it up after like a month, it made some weird noise with the capacitors of the power supply, because I didn't use it that much. Because that's one thing you need to consideration. These Xboxes are going to be needing a full recap, both of them. But let's plug this bad boy in, and seriously, where is my freaking cable? Cable nightmare. And let's recalibrate the light gun itself first. So what is kind of cool, that you have all of the buttons on here, so we don't need any extra controllers. So we have survival, time attack, the movie, okay, options, save load, and the House of the Dead 2. A little bit of a downside that I can't play the previous version, but okay, let's say in survival mode, and let's start with that. But it's kind of weird that I don't have any option for configuring my...
Damn! Let's do it! Yes, sir!
So playing this game is absolutely awesome. So I do get this overall arcade experience going on, and that's absolutely awesome. So we do have this extra button at the side, burst auto. So let's set it to the shotgun mode. Let's see what happens now. Okay. It just automatically shoots. So we're having burst mode. The burst mode is kind of interesting. Okay.
We can't let everyone's death be in vain.
But so far everything is good. So let's put it on the off mode. And just works fine. I think it's the best way to actually play. So this is absolutely fun. We can just play this together. We're going to be attaching a second light gun. We can just play it like that. But House of the Dead has been ported to so many systems. I think it was also the Wii that I made a review about it. And yeah, the Wii is completely different experience. And I mean, particularly when you're having more like a different situation. And I mean, particularly when you're having a different style. This is just the old school way with a CRT. And this is absolutely awesome.
I I promised Mom that I'd bring him home. Let's go, G.
Let's go do the parking. But I completely understand why people love the House of the Dead games. They're absolutely amazing and they just look great. No, not the fat blobs. Not the fat blobs.
Get away!
Rescue! Let's see if I can rescue the guy. No, no, no! Oh, yes, I did it.
What?
Boss fight, baby. Oh, yeah.
A security guard? You gotta be kidding!
Let's keep going.
So I was messing around with the coin-op system because the Xbox can also be turned into an emulation beast. I made some separate videos about that. I was wondering, can we actually get into some gaming when it comes to playing some old school games, because there are a lot of cool systems out there that we can just play the games with. So I've been deep diving into it, but however I trying to be booting up a light gun game, even it should be working. Yeah, the technology is so much different that with the emulators we didn't have the option to actually use light guns with an Xbox and an emulator. That would be even next level. So the House of the Dead 3 is absolutely cool game. Yep, one of my favorites at the moment. However, if you're going to be looking into this, yeah, the Xbox Classic, where you need to take consideration that these things can get broken fairly easy due of the bad capacitors, and they are getting really old now. So House of the Dead 3 is one of the games I only had, so I just wanted to check it out here on the channel, combined with the light gun. So where this thing looks and feels cheap, and I mean particularly when it comes to the build, it's quite a good one. Having all kinds of cool situations like when it comes to auto burst and shotgun, we're having all kinds of crazy things like auto reload and the vibration, something you don't have at every single light gun, and of course the memory card slot if needed. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, same like I'm making this, and yeah, it would be great to see you in the next video.